Hi everyone, doing a bit of a demo today with the Imala Into the Garden stamp from chapter 27 and Loving Couple from chapter 16. I want to combine them both. For this I'm going to be using a 7x10 card, and I've done a matte and layer with grey, and of course the card that I'm going to stamp on. Okay, now for this card I'm using some vellum, and I've already stamped the Loving Couple because I wanted it to dry. I've stamped the Loving Couple on vellum, and I've done that. I've torn down each side and I left enough at the top so that I can fold over when we're ready. So I'm going to colour the other side of them now, and I do that on the back. So I turn it over and I colour on the back. Now you can use, on vellum, you can use Distress Oxides. So if you want to do a bit of a sky, this is tumbled glass Distress Oxide. And you can rub a bit of blue on there, like that, if you want for the sky. And a bit of green for the grass underneath, like that. You don't need much because it does show through to your image that you're going to put it over. Just check you're seeing that okay. Okay, so that's another option for you. You can also paint on the back of vellum, just leave to dry overnight and then turn it over, and you know you've got your colours and everything. So that's great. So I'm going to colour them now. I'm going to do his jeans in blue. Okay, let's get a brush. So I'll go for a baby blue. I'm just using a twin marker one. I want to show you this when I turn it over. As you can see, it's quite pale. So you can use darker colours and they will show through better. So for a little bit of shading in the darker. So this isn't flat. So when I turn that over, you can see the shading. And then if you want to blend it in, go back to your pale and just blend it in so that you don't have any sharp lines. Excuse me. Like that. In a pink. This is a pale pink. You can use any markers on the back. Like that. Turn that over, you can see. Looks nice, doesn't it? It's very muted colours. And for his top, it will go with a green. These are pro markers that I'm using at the moment. Skin tones, I'm going to use the Tri-Blend Spectrum Noir Fair Skin Blend. So I'm going for the middle one, which will be pale. The end one, oops, is the darker one. So I think that's going to show up a lot better. Do her leg here and his face. To get a darker, slightly darker one. Doing a little this, and these are the Maya markers. This is the YR25, and that just shows it up a little bit more, doesn't it? Turn that over, you can see, can't you? Okay, so I've got her jeans to do. Go with a yellow for her pants. Nice bright summery yellow, because we're having a walk out into the countryside. That's a bit darker. Acrylics are good as well on the back of vellum. Go with a darker grey on the hair there, just to darken it up a little bit. There we are. And she's got a jacket as well, so I think we might do that in a paler grey. And she's got a bag, she's got her jacket, over a bag. Love this stamp from Imala, it's a beautiful stamp. See if I can get that a bit darker inside. That's it. Just to do a bit of shading. And her bag, I think I'll do with a nice blue. There we are. So when we turn that over, you can see that. I think I'll do his bag as well, blue. That'll be nice. Got matching coloured bags. And it brings a bit of bright colour into it as well. So that's the couple done, and that will go on the card there, like that. Okay, so we'll just leave that to one side now for a while, and I'm going to do the image on here where they're going to stand. So for that I need my stamping platform. These gates on the Into the Garden, you can get this stamp on the How to Craft network. It's still available, I think, so it's worth getting. There's so many uses for it. Now, obviously the couple is going to be on this side. They're going to be on that side. So we want this gate that's going into the garden to just be to the side of them there. Like that. A little bit further up, about there. So that's positioned now, and I'm going to stamp that. Give it a good press. That's it. It's because I've gone over the side here. Right, let me flip that over, won't be a sec. Let me flip that over and redo it, reposition it. So about there. It was because I'd gone over onto my plastic, it didn't push down very well. So make sure you're within your square. That's better. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? That's come out really well. I'll just give it one more stamp. Just add a little bit more ink on there. And then we're done. Brilliant. You see, nothing's ever lost. Things happen. That's life. Excuse me. So now we're going to colour this in. Get a bit of light on there. It's going a bit dark outside. So I'm going to use my mask. I got this from Inkalicious, and it's great for doing hills in the background. And that's what we're going to do now. Using my finger daubers, I'm going to use the bundled sage. And I'm going to turn it that way. And just darken the edge like this. That's down, just so that we know where we're going to. And then using the blending tool, I'm just going to do all this area green. This is where they're walking. Excuse me. There we are. And then for the sky, I'm going to use tumble glass. And as you swirl round, don't feel like you have to fill it completely with blue, because by swirling round it gives you the effect of clouds in the sky. So leave some white bits. Can you see that? How it's giving the effect of clouds in the sky? And then with my finger dauber again, I'm going to go back with Shabby Shutters, which is a bit of a dark green, and I'm just going to go on the edge of that hill there, just to define it, like that. Okay, so that's your background done. And now I'm going to colour in the pulse, which I'm going to do in the greys. So these are like grey concrete, aren't they? Oh, I said it had gone dark, didn't I? It's going to rain after it's been such a beautiful weekend. It's now going dark. And as you can see, there are trees growing up the side. I'm going to fill those in as well. You can imagine this gate going through to a big old manor house in the gardens. It really is a beautiful stamp. Oh, it's raining now. And a bit of a darker grey now, just to shade. Can you hear that rain? Gosh. And now where the tree is, I'm just going around with the darker grey as well. And it just pushes out. Can you see how it's pushed that branch out? More 3D. Like that. And the same down this side. That's it. Okay. It's nice, isn't it? And now we'll go with a brown for the tree. I want to use a fine end, so this is a so I'm going to do the darker brown up there. I've got all sorts of marker pens, and it's good to have a selection, finding the right one for the image that you're doing. There we are. So now we need the greens, and for this I'm going to use my Maya markers, because they do have some wonderful greens in here. Start with a lighter green. These are for the leaves. This is the G58. I do love the Maya markers, and I am hoping that the next time they bring out a set that they'll do a brush end and a fine end rather than a chisel end, because it is very handy. And that's what you get with Gossip markers, is you get a brush end and a fine end. But the Maya are fantastic colours, as you can see. And this is the G46. And it's just that little bit darker. Just a little tip of it. There to bring out the leaf. And the plants at the top. That's lovely, isn't it? Just going to add a little bit to the grass at the bottom here. Just a little tint of green. Like that. And that's got that one done. So now, when you see the couple on there, you see how that fits lovely with how they're walking into the gardens. So we'll get this layered up now on a card. Actually, I should have put my couple on first. My mistake. So let's fold that over. I'm going to put some tape on that to make sure it sticks okay. And I'll add a bit of glue. There we are. Just need to cut that edge off there. There we are. We can pop them on now, like that. And can you see how the colouring just pops through the vellum? This can go on the 7x10 card now. Then all you need to do here is pop a little sentiment. There are some lovely sentiments on the stamp, which is a garden as a friend that you can visit any time, and that could actually go there. I think I'm going to have a go at stamping that on, even though I've done the card. Because I think that would be lovely there. I love these sentiments, they're beautiful. Perfect. So there we have it. Sorry, I put my black card up there, that's okay. Might be better if I give you some black cards to look through. Just to show you better. That's some black card. There we have it. Hope you like that. Yeah. So that's the Imala Into the Garden stamp from chapter 27, and the Loving Couple. This is from chapter 16. So they absolutely go perfect together. If you've got both stamps, brilliant. Have a play at it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.